when we talk about leaders who are used to advocating for their team, for their budget, their strategy, I know a lot of leaders actually really struggle to advocate for themselves. So what's the first shift you'd ask a leader to make to kind of move into that self-advocacy space and do that in a way that feels still authentic and
Yes.
not like car salesman, all that sort of stuff?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for this question, JL, because I love this question so much. The first thing is, do you understand who you are? Right? That's the first question, because you got to understand, I would say the good, the bad, and the ugly, right, of who you are. Like, what are those things that are triggers for you? What are those things that might be biases, both implicit and explicit for you? What are those things that you've been taught that maybe you have to unlearn now, right? Because there's ways that we've learned certain things that we now have to unlearn. So it's really thinking about looking in that mirror and saying, if I said, what does the ideal leader look like, feel like? And then you determine that, are you that person? Are you that leader that you want to have or that you think you should be? And so that's the first place, is to understand that. Then once you have that understanding, then think about the environment you're working in, right? Are there, again, boundaries in your way that keeps you from being that full, authentic leader? And if it is, talk to your teams about that. Talk to your direct supervisors. Talk to the leadership and say, hey, here are things that I'm seeing that if these were removed, I could do better at this job. I can, influence others to do better in this job. I can collaborate differently in this job. And so part of that self-advocacy, once you know yourself, is in examining the environment around you and saying what is working, what's not working, and then having that psychological safety to say, hey, this is not quite working. Here's some ideas I think that could help it work better. So then you're not just identifying the problem, you're trying to bring a solution on with it, right? And so that's a lot of what self-advocacy really is about to me,